assisted participation. It offers students, we saw it offering students flexible response times, and there are volunteers besides students and also sign language interpreters to assist students with interpreting the questions and help them respond uh, during the quizzing session. It also adapts formats by disability categories, including using visual, auditory, and tactile supports, along with multilingual delivery. Importantly, accessibility was embedded not only in the facilitation or delivery of quizzing, but also at the level of content selection, framing of the question, response formats, and also the overall the quiz duration itself. For example, for students with intellectual disability, quiz host told us that current topics on current affairs don't actually work very well with them. So they choose topics which are based on something that they routinely come across in their daily life, like food, cartoons, games. And for students with hearing impairment, questions can't be in long textual sentences due to the underlying differences in the language of grammar and sign language. Similarly, for students with cerebral palsy, emphasis was on simplifying how they can respond, keeping the response options also like simple, single words, because accounting for their speech and motor constraints. So these are few examples, but actually accessibility has been integrated at multiple levels. So I suggest please do read our study report. And besides the quiz design, then there is this lots of process that goes into implementing quiz, right from screening, student preparation, student selection, and finally bringing them to the actual event. And so at every stage, the aspects of accessibility has been well thought out and integrated. So now coming to the effect of this design on the teachers who participated in the Quizable program. So many teachers told us that first actually NGO partners, they are responsible for reaching out to schools and mobilizing students. They said during the initial years, it was very difficult for them to convince teachers that their students could actually participate in the Quizable. Teachers and schools were very hesitant, but after participating, once they were they started more proactively training, preparing their students for the Quizable program, and that preparation carried into everyday classroom practices. Teachers described integrating quizzing more regularly as part of mandatory general knowledge class and also subject-based quizzes for formative assessment. Teachers also spoke about learning from peers across states. So many teachers are from special schools which specifically deal with single disability, like teachers from school where only it caters to students with visual impairment or hearing impairment. So they coming and participating in Quizable and getting to interact with students and also teachers supporting students of other disabilities. So they valued that a lot. They felt that they learned a lot from that. And also they learned by watching students from other schools perform and also discussing the kinds of preparation that supported them. They said that they got ideas and motivation to strengthen their own classroom strategies. And also many describe continuing these connections with other teachers, like sharing the questions and also preparation routines and strategies for supporting learner. Overall, our findings suggest that Quizable operated as a pedagogical catalyst. Quizzes are already quite familiar both within and outside classrooms as to instruction, assessment, and also as an entertainment. So what Quizable demonstrates is that when this familiar format is made genuinely accessible, it becomes practical, observation-based model for teacher capacity building in classrooms. Finally, Quizable also aligns strongly with the spirit of RPWD Act, especially the commitment of to equal opportunity and reasonable accommodation, not just in the educational spaces, but also in the wider participation in the learning-rich public life, including the activities that are widely enjoyed, such as quizzing. So it was a very enlightening experience for me. studying the physical program, learned a lot, and yeah.
Thank you, Swami, for sharing this initiative that Seva in Action started. Like, why can't children with disabilities also come and participate as other normal children are doing quizzing? And this really created a lot of means the aspirations. Means the parents had such low aspirations that they thought our children cannot participate. So this was also with the objective of this thing, increasing the aspirations of the parents, having a new pedagogical approach and change of attitudes. So this was one of the objectives. So with this, I would like to thank all our panelists for sharing their invaluable insights and inputs and very good recommendations. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. We are very grateful for the panelists for sharing such in-depth knowledge and discussion.